Hello, and welcome back to Bible with Bible Corner. Today we're going to pick back up Joshua chapter 10. I'm going to read verses 15 through 21, starting with the English Standard Version. So Joshua returned, and all of Israel with him, to the camp at Gilgal. These 5 kings fled and hid themselves in the cave at Makkedah. And it was told to Joshua, the 5 kings have been found hidden in a cave at Makkedah. And Joshua said, roll large stones against the mouth of the cave and set men by it to guard them. But do not stay there yourselves. Pursue your enemies. Attack their rear guard. Do not let them enter their cities, for the Lord your God has given them into your hand. When Joshua and the sons of Israel had finished striking with them a great blow until they were wiped out, and when the remnant that remained of them had entered into the fortified cities, then all the people returned safe to Joshua in the camp at Makkedah. Not a man moved his tongue against any of the people of Israel. And we'll do the New Century Version as soon as I flip back over. Alright. After this, Joshua and his army went back to the camp at Gilgal. During the fight, the 5 kings ran away and hid in a cave near Makkedah. But someone found them hiding in a cave at Makkedah and told Joshua. So he said, cover the opening of the cave with large rocks, put some men there to guard it, but don't stay there yourselves. Continue chasing the enemy and attacking them from behind. Don't let them get to their cities, because the Lord your God will hand them over to you. So Joshua and Israel and the Israelites killed the enemy, but a few were able to get back to their strong-walled cities. After the fighting, Joshua's men came back safely to him at Makkedah. No one was brave enough to say a word against the Israelites. All right, so here again we see that there's still a lot of fear in this land. People are afraid of the Israelites. They're afraid of what has been said of the God over the Israelites, leading this people into this land and taking it over. They're running in fear instead of fighting. They're so afraid they don't want to speak. We got all sorts of things like this. And that's from people outside, people that are not a part of the Israelite clan, people there were people even in the Israelite clan that were not Israelites, but they traveled with them and learned their customs. So even those people were not afraid of what was happening, because they knew what was happening. They knew what God was doing. Now, something that I find something interesting in every passage. That's one thing I love about reading the Bible. It's never dull. It's never boring. The 5 kings hid. These are people that are supposed to lead their own nations, cities, however it was back then. They're supposed to lead a group of people. They're supposed to be the strong, brave ones. Yet they're hiding like cowards, letting their people take the brunt of the punishment. Now, we're going to see in the next reading or two what happens to these 5 kings. But right now, they're in this cave and they kind of trapped themselves, because the Israelites found out about it, covered the entrance. They can't escape. So I guess you could say in modern terms, their evil ways caught up to them and they cannot escape it. Um, so, a couple of things I want to take away from this is first, are we pursuing God's word the way that Israelites at this point were pursuing taking over that land? They were at this point wholeheartedly into it, doing as much as they could as what God wanted them to do. Are we doing the same today? Are we opening up our Bibles and reading? Are we talking amongst family members, helping each other grow in our faith, grow in our knowledge of scriptures? Are we reaching out to strangers that might not know who God is and trying to bring them to Christ? And the other thing that I want to talk about with this is the exact opposite. If we're not pursuing God the way the Israelites did, are we hiding like cowards like the kings did? Are we so afraid to go out because we don't want to get told no when someone says they don't want to hear about God, that we're just wanting to stay in our nice little comfy homes, maybe sit back in our lazy boy chairs and let someone else take care of it? Which path are you taking? Which path am I taking? These are questions that we need to ask ourselves. I hope you find encouragement in this, and I hope you have a wonderful, God-centered day. Bye.